Do you need a signier sign? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my vlog. I'm Vanessa, and you already heard the topic for today. Do you need a signier sign? And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. You know, how sometimes you see a synchronicity in terms of you thinking about doing something, but you're not sure. Maybe there's some fear, or you're doubting yourself if you're capable, or if that's allowed, or anything like that. But you see signs of like suddenly it comes up in your favorite TV show, or a friend talks about that topic, or you see somebody talking about it on the street, or you hear it somewhere on the train or whatever. So that I like to interpret as signs that that give me direction of should I go for something. And usually our ego, or let's call it our fear mind for this conversation, usually our fear mind comes up with logical reasons why we should not go for something, right? Like, no, you don't have the money, or you're not good enough yet, or you don't have enough experience, or everybody else is doing it already. Make your pick, whatever fits to you. But in reality, what we really need to check in with is our body, our heart, and how, when you think of the thing you want to do or try out or whatever it is for you, when you tune into your body and you feel into it, is there excitement? Is there sort of like an opening? Is it a feeling of expansion, or this like, tingling, and this feeling of, oh my God, this would be amazing? Maybe there's even a little bit fear, but when it feels like something that you aspire to, or that is important to you, or maybe that is something is a goal even far away, then sometimes we don't need to take action right then and there. But sometimes that's why it's so important to watch the signs around you. I talked about this with my brother yesterday, and he said, when I contemplate on doing something, and then I'm not sure, the positive voice comes, and then the negative voice comes, and then there's a third voice. And that is the intuition, or the heart speaking, or a higher power speaking. And that voice is very gentle. That voice is very calm, cool, collected. It's so calm and gracious that maybe you don't even take it seriously if you haven't learned or trained yourself to take it into account and to follow it, right? It's the same thing like following your intuition. You get these intuitive hits and you're like, oh yeah, but I'm not ready, or whatever. And I feel like when we get all the signs around it, so what we talked about with my brother yesterday, he was like, yeah, and then I put on the TV and there was somebody saying like, stop, oh my God, don't do it. Or he drove the car somewhere and there were lots of stop signs along the way. And then he got the notion, okay, I'm probably not supposed to do that thing that I was thinking about, because maybe it wasn't even coming from the right place. Maybe it was coming from my ego rather than from my heart, from source, from soul level. So then there's also, when I'm talking about like getting or waiting for a sign, it's like sometimes you get all the signs, but then you're still like, but maybe I should do it anyway, or maybe I shouldn't do it anyway. Depends on your case. And when you go against the signs, usually something else will come up, another sign and another sign, or something will go wrong when you actually decide for yes or no, but you go against the signs. And that's exactly what I find so funny about it, because I've been contemplating a big decision recently, and all the signs were basically there. I opened the computer, went on YouTube, videos of that place popped up. I heard people talk about things. They said what, that thing that I was contemplating. Lots of signs. A friend from the place I've been contemplating on going to sent me a message, and we've been in contact for a while now, and she's been talking about like, hey, you should come here and all these things. And today I was walking down the street and a voice in my head said, do you need a signier sign? Really, Vanessa? Do you need a signier sign? And sometimes when I flip through social media, there are those, signs that say, do you need a signier sign? And I just find this so funny. Sometimes in situations it's not funny, right? Because you're contemplating something very serious and you're like, should I do it or not? Is this right for me or not? And then, it can feel really confusing. But that's why I want to remind you in this very short message today, do you really need a signier sign, or do you just not trust what is coming up and your intuition, right? And maybe for the big decision that you want to make or that you have in the back of your mind, maybe you can take it easy and just make those decisions based on smaller things. Pick out something like, I'm going to go to this cafe today instead of that. Or I'm going to invite this friend to do something with me instead of that friend, So just find little things where you can practice feeling safe, choosing your intuitive path, your intuitive decision. And once you're getting used to it, and actually your nervous system is getting used to taking that little risk for yourself, that little risk of, I follow my intuition. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Once you build a little bit of self-trust with that, then you can also try and go for like the bigger things. So what I'm contemplating is quite a big decision for me right now. And that's why probably it came like, do you need a signier sign? Come on, Vanessa, like really. And that's why I really wanted to share it with you, because I just decided to take the risk and go with my intuition and go with all the signs that I've been given. And sometimes you need to jump off, your comfort rock and jump off into more exciting waters. Obviously, little disclaimer here, only do that when you feel at least a little safe to go there, right? When you build some confidence. Not that you do a reckless thing and then you say, but Vanessa said, So also take into account like your sense of safety and how willing and able you are to take a risk, I've also taken foolish risks, and thank God that always was lucky to lead me in the right direction. But I also want to say, like, don't be reckless, okay? Take good care of yourself. Whatever decision you take, also ask yourself, does that feel safe in my body, or maybe am I not ready yet? I'm going to leave you with that. Comment below. Tell me what you're contemplating. When was the last time you followed those signs? Or is this right now you're seeing the video and you're like, ooh, yeah, I was contemplating that I need another sign. Then take this as your sign. That's exciting. So please tell me, share with me below how you feel. Subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have you in the family. Give us a thumbs up, or me, I'm the only one speaking here. And welcome. I love creating those little videos for you in the forest. All right, sweet people. See you tomorrow.